Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I'm back. I want to be straight up and say I apologize for this vertical style video, but everything I shot while I was doing the studio was pretty much shot in vertical. So hopefully you can bear with me and make sure you're subscribed if you're new here. I hope you guys love my space and all the work that I put into it. All right, let's get into the video. I signed my contract February 27th on my new space. 300 and something square feet, you guys. And my family came down to see what it was all about.
This is something that Maria has been praying for, Lord.
I don't know about y'all, but there's nothing wrong with a little prayer, especially over a new space. So this is a 1927 building that has been dedicated to artists since 1979, and I have a space in it. I got my key March 1st. Finally made it to my studio space. I am sitting here writing a list of stuff I already own and mapping out my space. So I'll show you guys kind of what the process looks like. And this is my space. It's so much larger than the space I have at my house. And I'm also doing a running inventory on what I already own from my house that I'll bring here. And I have this cool cat over here just hanging out with me in this empty space. So the original plan was for me to start my renovations the month of March. But we moved my grandfather in and spring break and life happened, and so it got pushed back until April. April 15th, my official start day. So once again, this building is from 1927 and has been renovated somewhat in the 70s. So these are wood panel walls, and I am not here for it. With a tight budget, it was best for me to just spackle or smooth the walls myself. We got them to a certain point, and on April 20th, we brought our contractor in who did the framing and sheetrock for covering the pipe in this weird door that doesn't lead to anywhere. I was really blessed to find a contractor that was willing to work with me and teach me. So he taught me how to tape in mud. So I taped in mud all of the sheetrock that he did to save money because, budget is tight. All right. I felt like I was mudding forever, you guys. Forever. But I have to pat myself on the back because I got the job done, and I got the job done well. These walls were smooth as if they were brand new sheetrock. Took a little bit of a learning curve, but your girl got it, and I saved that queen. I really learned a lot with this project. Like, don't rip the carpet up if you're still going to do a lot of work to the walls and the ceiling. Right now, I'm just sanding everything to smooth it down so that I can prep for paint. And there was some water damage, so I am painting Kills Gold over the water damage to assure that it doesn't peek through when I paint everything white. Y'all, I was going in. I was so detailed. I was just so dialed in. But I was scraping this grid because the paint was just chipping and it didn't look good. Okay, April 26th, we brought our contractor back in. And he took wood that I had left over in my garage from some work that I did at the house, and he turned it into beautiful floating crown mold. Remember, the key here is saving money. So I used a lot of products that I already had in my garage. The floating crown molding was definitely our contractor's Wade's suggestion. With the crown molding cut and installed, it was time to do my paint swatches on the wall. All right, so my carpenter did this, and it's great. I couldn't have done any of this, but I do not like how that is not overlapping. And in my mind, the end should be meeting up with this crack in the sheetrock in the ceiling. So I cut it, and we're gonna overlap it like that. I think that looks so much better. And it does, okay? Because we are not doing all this work to have holes showing up on the ceilings, okay? Y'all, I have the minimum tools, okay? I am doing this with a multi-tool. I cut that piece down with a multi-tool. I am doing my best here. I'm just piecing this together, and I'm going to be using a lot of wood putty. And just don't stare too hard over there. It's not perfect, but it looks so much better than having that big gaping hole in the wall. I'm really proud of myself yet again. I'm surprising myself each day as we progress through this whole process. Like, seriously, you guys, I'm doing all this work. You see that? I did that. It looked better, don't it? Yeah, it does. I'm all in at this point. I really envisioned this space having black framed windows, so I cleaned and painted the window frames. Yeah, commitment.
What happened to that door that was there?
I covered it. I covered it.
Got rid of that door there.
When I say this was a family affair, I mean it. I got my 90-year-old grandfather in here shop vacuuming the floor. Okay? Like I was not playing. He set the rest of the day while I pulled up the carpet, but it was hands on deck. So this day was all about prepping because my next task was laying the floating wood floor. And you guys, I tell myself I can do things all the time, and I really have never done them, and I don't know if I can do them for real. So I watched a lot of videos, read up on some blog posts, and I put my multi-tool to use again, and I'm cutting out space underneath the door frame so that the wood planks can fit underneath there. It's another day, but these are the perfect overalls to wear when I'm down on the floor doing flooring. Now, I know this seems like it's taking forever, and it feels that way to me as well, but it's a learning curve, and now I feel very confident in what I'm doing with the flooring. But I just have to brag on this cut that I did today because I'm not even using the right tools, and it is so good to do good work. This is going underneath the door frame. How good is that cut? You guys, I did that with this and this. I am a firm believer in if there is a will, there is a way. And y'all, I have so much will in this whole project. I definitely found a way. I did my best. It's not perfect, but are y'all watching this? Like the work I'm putting in. I laid my whole wood floors by myself. Every cut, every board was placed by me. It took me a week. My back hurt. I had to pull the planks up several times because there was spacing and gapping. But by the time I made it to this spot, your girl was a professional wood layer. Okay, wood floor layer. Okay, not a wood layer, a wood floor layer. But this is how I was able to do a lot of the cuts. With the floating laminate floors, you can just use an X-Acto knife. Obviously, if you have different saws, you wouldn't have to do it this way. But again, I'm working with limited tools because I'm not a woodworker. I'm just trying to get this project done. And I have to say, yet again, I'm proud of myself. Next comes baseboards and shelves and all the stuff to just make the project look finished. We're getting there. We're almost done. You guys, I'm going to add carpenter to my resume, okay? I am a carpenter. I be doing woodwork, floors, mudding. Who wants to hire me? I'm going to go get my general contractor's license because your girl is ready. Working with wood paneling is totally different than working with sheetrock. You cannot just tape and mud the corners. You have to actually fill them in with other wood pieces. So that's what I'm doing here. It was interesting, and I didn't know if I liked it, but once I painted it, it was fine. I think you guys are seeing the running theme here. We are saving money. So yes, I am cutting my shelves out of plywood. And you're probably wondering, how horrible is that going to look? But I have a solution. I simply wrap them in wood grain vinyl that was black off of Amazon. It's pretty brilliant, and they look amazing, and they're waterproof. So I'm measuring and getting everything prepped so that I can build my shelves and get the shelves in. And yeah, this was hard working in a tight space like that, but your girl got it done. It is May 12th, almost exactly 30 days after I started. But I do have to say I didn't work every day. So it's not like I worked on this for 30 days. I'll have to run the math and see how many days I actually put in. But I am puttying, sanding, painting my baseboards, touching up my doors, doing some of the final zhuzhing to the space. And I can see the end. We are almost there, you guys. And then I thought I was going to die. Literally. Putting up these LED lights in those into the floating crown molding almost took me out. Not like I fell off the ladder or anything, but I almost gave up and was just like, we just gonna have a black gap up there. But your girl got it done. But Lord, that was so hard. It took me 3 days to get those lights up and figure out how to get them around all of those sharp corners. We're done. The studio is ready to be moved in. I'm giving the floors a good 1-2 over, cleaning everything up. Y'all remember what it started with. Nice. We're not gonna talk about it. But look what your girl did. Go ahead and comment. Give this video a thumbs up. And go on and gas me up, because I did that. See you guys in the next video. Bye.